House of the Dragon, episode 10, season 1 finale.
I can't believe we watched 10 of these, man.
I can't believe they're going to come out with 10 more.
I can't believe
30 more.
Oh,
30 more times we have to do this.
I was, man.
Yeah, that would hurt, huh? Saying that out loud hurt.
Are you for real?
Yeah, they said 4 seasons at least. If you're new here and haven't listened to our episode by episode breakdown of the series, which a lot of people have for some reason, I don't know why you guys watch this. We're terrible. You should watch someone else who is actually read the books or cares about the series. This series has been not very good past the first couple episodes.
Correct.
It's been an up and down wave. It's a lot of boring stuff, a lot of politics, and there's no enjoyable characters, right? However, I did admit last episode that I loved the 2 Chaos twins in Daemon and Aemond, and then I also said, a couple weeks before that, I said, man, I like Jacaerys and Lucerys because they're just pure, and they don't really do anything bad. And I feel like the show heard me say these things.
Absolutely.
And they were like, that's cool. We're going to get a 2-for-1 special today.
Yeah, we did.
And yes. So let me talk about this. This really got me at the start of this episode. Rhaenyra's having another kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is, I think they said 6.
Yes. Her 6th.
Okay. Do you remember the first and second episode of the series? No, I'm sorry. Third and fourth, I believe, where Alicent and Rhaenyra got into beef with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Rhaenyra told her, I don't want my whole life to be having kids over and over and pumping them out without having any meaning behind it.
Yep.
Behind myself.
I do remember
Damn, that's
that.
crazy.
Right? Yeah, she told it to Alicent, right?
Yep.
Alicent has 3 children.
Yep. 3?
Aegon, Aemon, daughter.
Yep.
That's it. 3. Rhaenyra said that in episode 1 and 2 and proceeded to have 6 children.
Wow.
And
5.
nothing. They didn't change any. 6. Well, she had 6, but the 6th one dead. Okay? R.I.P. Never even saw him happen. Never saw it coming. Ripped the fetus. What the fuck, dude? Like, they didn't even go through any character arc for Rhaenyra to make a shift in opinion from going from I don't want children and I don't want my whole life to be surrounded by them to her being like, I'm a mother and I love being a mother and I love my kids. There was no shift in mind directly shown in the show. Right?
I would agree.
That's because of that fucking time skip. That time skip fucked up so much part of the show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Dude,
Like,
I mean,
my God.
I feel like it was almost like a cop-out. Like, oh, we don't have to actually develop the characters if we time skip.
That's absolutely, that has to have been what it was, because to lose this much, young Rhaenyra gave us good character piece. She was
For 3 episodes.
Yes, she was enjoyable. She had likable qualities about her. You know, she was pretty strong-willed. Seemed to have her head on her shoulders.
By that last episode, she did not have her head on her shoulders, and she was actively doing dumb shit.
Correct.
Young Rhaenyra was, by the way, not old.
No,
young Rhaenyra.
yes, you're still correct. But you know, then it just would time skip, and now suddenly she's not adventurous. All she does is have babies, and then complain about how she doesn't get the things that she didn't even want in the first place, but now thinks she deserves.
She's not even fiery like she used to have like passion and she'd fight for things and she'd be always against what's the status quo. And now, you know, Alicent takes it over and she's just like, oh, you know, I'm supposed to have peace because that's what my father wanted. Like, bro, what? Who is this? This is a completely different character than before. This is a completely different character that I just saw 2 episodes ago when her and Alicent were beefing because fucking she slashed their kid's eye. Like, I just don't get it, man. Like, the time skipping shit is actually bugging me because we're not missing out time just for the sake of skipping time. We're missing on actual characterization of these people. And so their motives and their situations and their ideals change, but we don't see that actively happening, and that frustrates me.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Personally, it's almost... I think it might be the most frustrating with the kids because we have all these time skips. Suddenly, there's like 17 kids in the same generation, and they're supposed to be kind of developed, but we've seen 2 or 3 scenes with a couple of them. The most real characterization we've got is with Alicent's kids because one of them had their eye slashed. The other one is, he becomes king, and so we've seen him being a degenerate for most of his life so far. And other than that, we just haven't seen much from the kids. Like, Rhaenyra's kids are trying to learn about the family history and stuff like that, so we get a little bit there. But we don't get much else, and it's just not enough for me to care about them or not be confused about anything when we skip through all this time and suddenly they're supposed to be kind of important to the story.
Can I tell you something, man? I was right. There is 2 different Aegon kids.
Yes.
There is fucking Rhaenyra's Aegon, which is Aegon 3, and then there's fucking Alicent kid, which is Aegon 2.
I see.
Yep. And I looked it up, too, because I was very confused. There's 6 total.
Aegons?
There is 6 in the historical timeline. There are 6 Aegons, yeah, because they kept saying, "Oh, this is supposed to be the King Aegon that saves us," so they kept naming their fucking kids Aegon because they were supposed to be the savior.
Oh my god!
So now, when I didn't know this, I thought there was fucking 1. So episode 1, where I'm like, "Oh, this is cool. It's gonna actually lead into what happens at the start of Game of Thrones." No, it's not, because this is just way before anyway.
Do they say which Aegon is the king that fucked everything up?
Pretty sure it's the 6th. I don't know. Correct me in the YouTube comments, people. I don't know. I don't care. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the last one.
Because we have 3 right now, yeah?
Yeah, so we got 3 more.
Dude, come on now.
Yeah, going back, and I apologize for the terrible analogy I'm about to make too.
I love these. I just made one. I'm going to make one in a couple hours.
Kind of analogy, kind of a similarity, I should say. Going back to what Enrique said about how Rhaenyra used to be fiery and strong-willed and used to do things by herself, right? So she was not a character I was necessarily rooting for in the first couple of episodes, but she was a character that I was at least somewhat invested in. I think that's fair to say. So I assumed even after the time skip, she would still be the same character that's out doing her own shit, being a badass, because that's what she kind of showed herself as before time skip.
You thought.
The analogy, not so much analogy, more similarity, I hate to do it, is Rings of Power with Galadriel, right? I thought that's kind of where her character was going to go, is, hey, independent, solo, strong female lead that can do stuff for themselves. And then you get this episode where she's just, oh, I deserve to be queen. Maybe you guys could go do my bidding for me. Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and not do anything for the last 3 episodes. Like, I don't know, man. She's just not doing anything at this point.
One counterpoint to that, Eli. Not that I disagree with you, but the counterpoint is that technically, the crown should be hers. She is the named heir. And so
that's not the problem, though. The problem is go do something about it.
No, that's the same.
Exactly.
It's the same problem I have. So again, I don't disagree, but she's okay to be upset about it. But when she doesn't actually do anything to fix the problem, that's where I have my own problem with it.
I just think that the character they built up in the first few episodes would not have done what she did in these last couple episodes.
No, not at all. Which is, and again, I don't like it.
You got to show the growth to see that change. We haven't seen any change in Rhaenyra to prove that she would do that. Fuck, dude. Even old Rhaenyra used to do dumb shit out of impulse. Not even 3 episodes ago, she had Laenor killed because she wanted to be with Daemon out of impulse.
No, Enrique, you just don't understand. You're going to get these dudes, so I'm just going to be that dude for you. You don't understand, right? Her relationship with Daemon really changed her entire character and fucked her up later in the series. So she just couldn't be herself after that.
Dude, speaking of Daemon, right? This series has actively turned Daemon from my number 1 most hated character to he might be the only character I'm like, well,
right.
He's fucking consistent.
Yeah. Like I said last episode, man, he's not even the chaotic evil, and that's crazy now.
He was today. To this episode, he was.
Okay, this episode, I agree.
I told you last week, I said, give it a little bit. I said, he's only been an episode. We'll see what Damon does the next one. Damon came out, we're killing everybody. Everyone's dying tonight. And I was like, yes, Damon, yes. Kill everyone, Damon. And then Rhaenyra was like, no. And Damon, hey, man, whoa. That boy Damon wasn't playing, about to choke the shit out of Rhaenyra.
Dude, he really was. He was pissed.
And that makes me suspicious that this entire shit he's done has been a play to get the crown still.
100%. I mean, it has to be, right?
I mean, dude, he switched up super hard. What was that, episode 2? He had the egg, and then he's like, oh, okay, you can have the egg back, and boom. Ever since then, he's been at the side of the throne. Dude, there's no way he's not trying to make a play.
He's got to be.
He's hiding it very well, though.
Well, especially...
Oh, dude, yeah.
So, in a conversation with someone who I don't think has read the book, but has heard about it. Okay. The book apparently depicts Daemon's relationship with Viserys very differently, where like he legitimately admires him and just wants his approval, pretty much, and that's why he does a lot of the things that he does, whereas they don't show that in the show pretty much at all. And then he gets upset that Rhaenyra was told the Song of Ice and Fire, and he wasn't.
Well, I saw that. Well, that much was obvious because that's why he choked her.
Well, yes.
But also, you can see when within the last 2 episodes with him and Viserys, you can kind of see that he does love his brother to an extent. Yes. Because the way he was when he saw him fucked up with the zombie eye, he was like, damn, that's my dog right there. That's my boy. And everyone was trying to disrespect him and whatnot. And then this episode, when he found out Viserys died, he was kind of stun locked for a second. But overall, Daemon is just like, I saw a thing from George R.R. Martin, just because you can't avoid this fucking social media with this series in general. Uh-huh. You guys have probably all seen the clip at this point where he's talking about he's like, yeah, my favorite character out of this is Daemon because he's like, again, you wrote him, jackass. Like, what the fuck is that? My favorite character is the stupidest shit. I don't know. Right? He's like, my favorite character is Daemon because you never know really what side he's going to be on. He's good and he's evil. Some people thought of him as the worst of the worst. Some people thought he was a hero in disguise and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, dude. Kind of jerking yourself off, but all right.
Gee, and that's just a tone to my writing style because I did such a good job hiding his true intention. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. Like, bro, it's not. He is 50-50, but I don't see how anyone could paint him as a hero. Like,
absolutely,
at best, you could paint him as someone who just does shit to get shit done, and at worst, he's actually evil.
He did one thing, in my opinion, this entire series that was somewhat heroic, and that was with the crab feeder.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, he killed crab feeder. That was it. And he did that out of spite.
Right, exactly. That was, well, I'm going to go do this by myself then.
Past that, not a lot happens, honestly, other than the beginning part and the end part.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bullshit in between.
Yeah.
Like, Quaelus is back because he never actually died. And he's, all he's coming here to do is say that, I fucks with Rhaenyra. Go get your crown, B. That's about it. And then we get to the ending, which is... So, like I said, the Chaos Twins are my 2, characters I'm watching at this point. I'm like, they're Chaos Twins, right? You got Baby Daemon and then regular Daemon. Baby Daemon lost a lot of points today. Not because he killed someone I like, but because he came out looking like a bitch. Period.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Yes. Sorry, continue before I make my comments.
Lucerys gets sent to Storm's... Lucerys, correct? Yeah, Jace's the older one.
Drucerys.
No.
I think it's Drucerys.
It's not.
It's not an L, I can tell you that much.
It is, because his name's fucking Luke.
It's Drucerys, I swear to you.
They call him Luke.
I don't remember.
I watched the show with subtitles, my man.
Okay. Not the point. I'm telling you, they call him Drucerys.
The two strong boys are Jacerys and Lucerys. The 2 that are Strong's kids, those are their names. Mm-hmm. You can go look it up right now as I do this talk.
Yes.
Lucerys goes to Storm's End because he gets sent there on Rhaenyra's orders to try to convince Baratheon, correct?
Yes, I think it was Baratheon family.
Okay, he tries to convince King Baratheon to go there. He arrives there. Aemond is that one, right? That's his actual name.
Yeah,
Eye Patch Boy. Aemon's already there. He's already offered a better deal. He says, "I'm going to marry one of his daughters." The three girls were sitting there like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Like, the fuck was that scene? Again, the tonality in Game of Thrones gets weird a lot of times, from what I've noticed. They're kind of there, and he's like, "Which one do you want to marry?" And he's like, "I'm already married to my sister cousin." And so he's like, "What the fuck, man? Get your little ass out of here, then. I don't want your fucking deal." He's like, "All right." And then Aemon starts looking like a little bitch because he comes out there. He's like, "Hey, man, while you're fucking here, you're trying to plot against the king. You know what, dude? Give me your eye. I'm not over you taking my eye because I was fucking with you." Like, dude, first off, he said back then, the eye is worth trading in for the dragon he got. Two,
yeah.
It's been like 10 fucking years, dude. Get over that shit. Like, motherfucker, you look cool with the eye patch anyways. You look ugly as shit without it.
Yeah.
3, that dragon you got, you don't even really control like that, my man.
Well, yeah, it kind of went rogue on him, as did Lucerys's, which I looked up. It is Lucerys, by the way.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, they could not control them dragons, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair to Lucerys, he was ready to box him up. Like, he was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna fight." And Baratheon was like, "Hey, not on my property, chief. Take that to the skies."
All right, well, I'm telling you, then it was Jacaerys that went to Stormfront.
Jacaerys is the older one.
He's the one that went to Stormfront.
No, the younger one went to Stormfront. Lucerys, because Lucerys is the one that wants to marry his sister cousin.
Yeah, Lucerys is the one that died.
Yeah, so Fortnite, take the L. You got rizzed up, my guy.
Jesus.
Sorry, Schleim.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man, and they end up fighting on the dragons, and both of them can't control their dragons, and fucking Aemon's dragon's way bigger than Lucerys'
Bro, that
dragon.
thing was a tank, bro.
I don't know what Daemon was talking about when he said, "We got 14, they got 4. If all 4 of theirs are that damn big,
Yeah, bro.
hey, man, you could have 30 of them bitches. You ain't winning shit, my guy."
Nah.
Maybe if Daemon was there, maybe I would like to have seen that. See if Daemon could have taken that big ass dragon alongside his little baby dragon, but we'll never know, you know.
Oh, we'll find out. Well, not with the baby dragon, but
yeah,
I'm sure they'll get a 1v1 at some point.
The baby dragon
got fucking bitten up and dead.
That was
because the dragon's fight was crazy, and like there's so few peer characters in this show. I would say the only ones we've seen so far are Daemon's kids he had with the wife, the black girl.
The original one? Or the second one?
The original.
Okay.
Not the kids with Rhaenyra, the kids with the black girl.
Was she a whore?
No. He didn't have kids with her. He couldn't have kids with her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The one after that. Sorry, that's what I was... Yeah.
Yeah, the second... Daemon's he gets around. His second wife... Okay, his second wife. Not the one he killed, and not the whore. All right, his second wife.
Yes.
The girls seemed fine. Then Rhaenyra's initial kids, strong kids, they seemed fine until they got chomped the fuck up. And now it's just Jacaerys. And I know for a fact Jacaerys is about to go psycho because he's already shown he has psycho tendencies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When they were fighting on the beach this episode, and he was like, "Come the fuck on, Lucerys, get it together." Like, you could tell he wants to fight, he wants to throw hands, and he's about that action boss. So Daemon's probably gonna take him and train him to a little fucking assassin.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
But Aemon came out of that situation looking like a bitch because he was really emotional. He wasn't calculated. At least Daemon, he's very calculated in his assholery.
This is a fact.
Yeah. This show, man, I don't know. I thought it had promise watching the first few episodes, but this has been an issue since we first started watching, where I said in the episode like 1 or 2, I was like, the only person I'm invested in is Rhaenyra. And then once they changed Rhaenyra, I'm not invested in anyone still. I'm cheering for chaos at this point.
Absolutely.
Or, actually, I'm not cheering for chaos at all, actually. I'm anti-Team Green. Okay. I'm on Daemon and them's team.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm not on their team because I like their team. I'm on their team because I really, really, really hate Team Green.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the whole point that they're trying to get to here. I don't know.
But give it some time. I can already see Daemon's probably gonna do something really, really fucked up soon.
100.
He's gonna really, really not make me not like him again.
Yeah,
That's his job.
Yeah.
3.
Comments, questions, concerns?
No.
3.
3.5.
Yeah, 3 for me as well.
Sorry, House of Dragons fans. Hopefully you don't just take the score and come scream at us. If you do, it's fine for us because you're giving us fucking engagement anyway, so whatever. But I would like for you to have heard these episodes and continually hear our thought process to why we don't enjoy this. A lot of people are actually pretty cool about it and aren't assholes. I don't think we've gotten a single asshole on a House of Dragon episode.
No. Well, maybe
most
now,
of the time.
we'll see.
We got criticism, but it wasn't like,
no,
you guys fucking suck, kill yourself.
No. I'm just saying maybe now after this episode where people were like, wow, you gave it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see it on Instagram. We'll see what happens.
Oh, God, you're right.
We'll see what happens there. But just if you see the score, you gotta check out check out our reviews of the shit. We explain why. It's not, the show, again, I said it way back, the show's not written bad, it's not acted bad, it's that, well, the writing is kind of mid, but it's just that there's no one to enjoy, and so that's the issue to it.
Yeah, if I dislike everyone in the show, why would I like the show as a whole?
Some people enjoy that shit, I'm gonna be honest.
It's not even that much like, oh, it's a good thing to hate this character. Like, it's not even like it's a good written villain for any of them.
The closest I get is
possibly Daemon. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
He's written very well.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. But other than that, I mean...
That's why George R. R. Martin said that. He's like, he's my favorite character because he's like, well, because I wrote him the best.
Yeah.
He's like, I like him, so I wrote him the best. Everyone else can fuck off.
So I actually cared enough to put some development in.
Yeah, I don't care about the women on my show. Look at Game of Thrones season 6.
Isn't that a fact?
Or 6 or 8? 6, right?
Probably 8.
Which one was the last season?
8.
8.
Look. I don't care about the women on my show. Look at Game of Thrones season 8 and look at Daenerys. Fuck yourself.
Yeah. You're gonna come back and watch the second season too, because fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sell it to Disney.
The same, yeah, we will be back.
Yeah.
Sad times.
A little painful.